Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly podcast where one guy's on autopilot and the other guy tries to make up for it. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. It's episode 228, by the way. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Matt. You sound a little... How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
You
had a late night. We're recording for everybody, behind the scenes. We're recording on a Sunday, which is unusual. We usually record on Tuesdays. But got some stuff going on this week, so we wanted to record early, and I am still feeling the effects of last night.
Yeah, when we started talking before we started recording, you sounded even a little more rough than you do right now. Your hat was all crooked. You were yelling at your computer. I felt bad.
I'm always yelling at my computer because my computer sucks. But
I felt for you. I feel for you, I should say.
I have a bit of a Canadian hangover.
Oh, so but that would mean like it's a really nice hangover.
It's not bad. It's not terrible.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just I'm very sluggish today.
Well, tell me, because I want to know what brought on said hangover. What were you drinking? Who were you with?
I was with the Myers from the How Was Your Week, Honey podcast, and they are from Canada. They were very concerned with the way I was saying Canada the other night. They said it sounded like I was saying Canada.
Oh, you should have been saying Canada.
Well, I've tried every iteration of it.
Nice.
So they're from Canada. They came in town on Thursday for a concert, and then we hung out Friday and Saturday.
Taylor Swift concert, right?
Yeah, it's Taylor Swift, exactly. Because Chris is a diehard
time
Taylor Swift.
Big time. Yeah, I heard Matchbox 20 was opening, which is his other favorite band.
That's right. He's president of the Swiftie fan club. That's
right.
So they came in and, being the good Canadians that they are, they came to my hockey game on Friday, which is pretty funny.
Nice. Did you lay anybody out just to kind of show off?
No. I was being...
Any fights or anything?
There were no fights. I was trying to be aggressive and score some goals for him, and I didn't.
No. Any assists?
I had one assist, but apparently at one point I typically pride myself in my hustle. Okay. And at one point, I guess I was a little slow getting to the bench for the change, and I didn't hear it. But Kristen from the stands was like, "Get up, get to the fucking bench."
That is awesome. Oh, that's too good.
Anyway, so then we went back to the hotel and showered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard
nice.
Me.
All of them. All of
us got in there.
All of you. Nice.
No, because I was stank-a. So showered and then, did my whole okay, I've got to get up tomorrow for so I got 2 soccer games tomorrow.
Which would have been Saturday. Right.
So I was so I got let's do 60 minutes, maybe 90 minutes, and that's it. And then I got to go.
Right.
When we came back to the hotel, when we parked, I looked at the sign and it was like street sweeping 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Well, I got to at least be gone by 3 a.m.
Right. That's awesome.
That became a thing.
Yeah.
Because we kept talking and talking and
Oh,
and all of a sudden I'm looking at their clock and I'm like, it's 2:52. I got to go now. So I didn't get home till 3:30.
Wow. And what time was soccer?
Soccer, we had to leave our house just before 8:30.
Oh, brutal.
So I got up. I got 4 hours of sleep.
Were you drinking?
Oh, not really.
Yeah,
I was. I had I don't know,
but not hurt and drink. I mean, you had to drive home.
Oh God, no,
because
I drive home. Yeah.
Right.
So no, I was fine in that regard. I just was tired.
Right.
So then we had soccer. I was able to sneak in a nap, and then we went out, and Lady Friend joined us last night.
Very nice.
So they can confirm that she is a real person and exists and everything.
Or they can confirm that she's not a real person and doesn't exist.
Well, you're going to have to wait because they've already recorded their episode for this week with me.
Right.
And by the way, go check that out. I think it's episode 83 is what it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how Chris is going to edit that down because we were just all over the place.
Well, I would imagine it's going to be at least a 2-parter.
Maybe. I don't know. I think at one point I said, this is just you've got way too much stuff here to edit. And he's like, actually, we're only at 1 hour and 20 or whatever it was. Okay. And it's because he kept stopping the recording.
Oh, because you guys were just going off on something else?
Yeah. I mean, we were talking, we talked a lot.
Well, no one wants to hear a threesome. If you can't see it, it's not worth listening to. It's kind of, at first you're like, are they? But once you know they are, you're like, I don't need.
Yeah. Wait, I haven't heard that one guy in a while. What is he in? Is he still in there?
Right. Yeah.
So
Kristen's very bossy, so.
That's right.
Is that Matt crying again?
Well, I was going to say she calls us both bitch, so you never know who she's talking to.
Nice. Very nice.
So we went out last night and went to this really cool little kind of low-key wine bar that is owned and operated by the guy who's the lead singer of the Dandy Warhols, if you know them.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was pretty cool. So went there and had some wine, went over to dinner at this Italian restaurant. It was really good. And then went to this bar afterward. And just, we said goodbye to them, I think, at, I don't know, like 2:15.
Oh,
or
really?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
So it was back-to-back really late nights.
Yeah.
But we had just an awesome time. They're even better in person. Really fun.
Nice.
And so, yeah. So I think they're moving to Portland. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, awesome.
No.
Very nice.
But we did take a picture of the four of us together. So, who knows? Maybe that'll be posted at some point.
Wow.
Who
You're going to
knows?
break the internet.
Yeah. Oh, shit. By the way, they're such sweet people that Friday when I was over in their hotel room, they're like, "So we've got you a gift." And I was like,
"Aw,
what are you doing?"
Well, you did that for us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and then you lit the place on fire.
That's true.
So, yeah. So, see, you're all sweet people.
I guess so, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they got us. Because they know Lady Friend likes wine, so they got her a bottle of wine from their because they're the Napa of
That's
Canada.
Right. Kenyatta, sure.
Kenyatta. So that was nice. And they got me a bottle of like Crown Royal rye whiskey.
Oh, that's hilarious because I just opened a bottle of that.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
It was at our grocery store. It was 50% off because they're discontinuing carrying it. So I'm not a huge fan of rye because it's a little kicky,
Yeah,
I like it a little more smooth. But opened that on Friday night. Was still feeling like crap, but I'm like, I'd like to have a beverage, and then ended up drinking 1/3 of the bottle.
How'd you feel after that?
I was fine. The next day, I still felt sick, but I was surprised because when I looked at the bottle the next day, I'm like, oh wow, I don't remember. But this was also over the course of from like 4:00 in the afternoon till 9 at night. It wasn't like I was doing shots, but it's good stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a little peppery.
Yeah.
A little spicy. Yeah.
All right.
I think you like it.
Maybe I'll make it a part of something, not just drink it straight. We'll see.
Oh, Jesus. Don't do that with Crown Royal.
No?
No.
Fine.
Little
orange zest, turn it into an old fashioned? No?
Well, I guess you do you, boo.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Anyway, so I had a really good time.
Good.
Check out episode 83 because you'll hear me on there, and God only knows what that's going to sound like. And but they're just really awesome people, and definitely go check out their show if you listen to the show and have not heard their show. It's really great.
They are. I mean, I have yet to meet them in person, but they are so much fun to talk with and listen to. So
yeah, they weren't real keen on ever having that happen. They really want to meet on Elise.
Oh yeah, they want to meet me,
but not so much.
It's what you hear on the podcast, but in person, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You don't want that. Most people don't.
It's overwhelming.
It's a little much. It's
Like by day one when I was there, I was like, oh my God, I got to do this for 3 more days.
The only nice thing is that it's over by 8 p.m. Like, I'm not going to keep you up late. I'm done.
That's
I'm
true.
out.
That's why I tried to sleep in a little. So I was like, at least he'll be up for like 4 hours before I get up.
Yeah, he'll burn some of that off. And,
that's right. Really quickly, yesterday, our beloved Ducks played. They played
That's right.
Just
I
a
watched some of
cupcake
it.
of a team. You watched some of it. So here's what I want. I don't want to do breakdowns or anything every week because it's a lot to talk about and people don't probably really care. All I wanted from you every
Uniforms.
week. No.
Oh, yes.
All I want from you every week is a grade. How do you grade their performance?
I would give them a C+.
Okay. Hard on them.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to tell against a team like that.
Totally.
And Halpert didn't play the whole game.
No.
The kid that came in after him did pretty well, I thought, for whatever he does. Wasn't he like in high school still? Isn't he like 14?
He probably should be.
Yeah.
He's not very good.
No, but he can hand off the ball pretty well.
Yes, he cannot throw the ball very well.
No. I wasn't expecting that out of him.
No. So
but
C+.
I would say C+.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd give him a B.
Oh, that high.
Yeah, I mean, it was solid. They were solid, but they just weren't great.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean,
some holes on defense though.
Yeah,
against that.
A little bit. A couple of real big plays they gave up.
Yeah.
So
I was going back and forth between that and was it the Ball State Notre Dame game?
Yeah, didn't they almost? It was like they lost by Ball State lost by 8, right?
Yeah, it was the whole game. It didn't look like Notre Dame was playing Ball State. It looked like
They were playing Ohio State.
Yeah, it was impressive, and I kind of was looking at the Ball State sideline, and you could kind of tell like they were looking around, going, "That this is Notre Dame, right?
These guys aren't that good.
What's going on here?" Yeah,
didn't these guys just kick the shit out of Michigan or something?
Yeah,
like, what's going on here? Anyway, well,
so but the Ducks look good again. Like the uniforms, big fan. Fan.
So did you want to tell me about your what'd you have texts?
Oh yeah, so I had some fun. Talked about this on with Annalise on our podcast yesterday.
What's the name of your podcast?
It's Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. And I just was having fun. I was saying about how you do so much work for the podcast, and you're such a lovely person. And sometimes I torture you by just purposely not answering your email, so I know then you'll text me to see if I get your email, and then I respond with ridiculous things that have nothing to do with your questions. Yes. But usually very kind things. I always write very nice things. I'm never mean.
No. Just things that I'm like, would you just answer the goddamn question?
Right. So we had a good time talking about that, and I wanted to let you know that that'll never change.
Okay.
So
thanks.
I'll always be
many
texting nice things to you.
I'll always be texting. I'll just always be texting.
Yeah. So on our podcast, I actually read the whole text thread. Yeah.
Okay.
The email
we'll have to
and
check
everything.
it out. I haven't had a chance to listen yet. I'm sorry.
It was fun. Don't worry about that.
By the way, I got an email.
Okay.
From Agent Palmer.
AP.
He says, "Hey gents.
Hey.
Suggestions for the podcast.
First time, long time.
First time, long time. Not first time, long time.
No. Long time. Many time,
long
long time.
All the time. While Neil shared some of your text conversations on Daft Pod.
Yeah.
Perhaps some of the reasons our listeners would enjoy those as well. That behind-the-scenes look between you two is priceless. Also, Neil, Happy New Year, or as we say it, Lashana Tova.
Oh, very nice.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to pronounce that.
Is that a Jewish thing?
I think, yes, and I was pronouncing it in an Italian accent.
That's awesome. Well, it's very similar if you think about it.
Thank you, Palmer.
Yes, it was. It was a good, solid text. Would you like me to read it back to you? Would you like our listeners to hear it?
The whole thing?
I was just going to go from the part where you say, "See my mail." Any chance you can record late Sunday morning? You
can share that if you like. Or did you use this is exactly what you shared on your deal?
Right. I mean, I know we have some overlap, but not a ton.
Okay. Go ahead.
So Matt Mark wrote me, and so Mark wrote me an email saying, "Hey, I've got some stuff going on this weekend. Any chance that we could record? I can't talk. We can record Sunday morning instead of our regular Tuesday afternoon." Of which email I ignored purposefully because I knew there would be more fun to come. So then Matt on Friday evening sent me a text saying, "See my email? Any chance you can record late morning or Sunday late morning?"
Yeah, see? Very pleasant. Very nice.
Very nice.
Just asking simple questions that are like maybe require a 2-word response.
Right. And my response was a little more than 2 words. It goes as follows. "Oh, my love, did you think I didn't see it? Did you think I left you hanging? Was my lack of proper response arousing? You know I live for you, love for you, podcast for you. I will always be there when you ask. Sunday morning it is. Till then, good night, my sweet prince." Of which you wrote back, "Ha ha. I'll try to get my shit together closer to 10:30. We will see how it goes. Feel free to bring whatever you like." And then I wrote, "Till then, you rest, always in my dreams." Of which you sent a little bitmoji of yourself and awkward.
Yes. Sometimes I don't know what to say to you. So I just search Bitmoji and go, what can I throw at him? There was one where I can't remember what you said. And I don't even remember what I looked up to get it. But it's like it's me, it's my little caricature holding up like the Fight Club bar of soap, and it says you smell.
Stink. Yeah.
So that's my only way to respond. It's just to just throw you like random Bitmojis.
Oh, I love
and
that.
So and there's a good peek into the question I usually ask every week, which is, "Got anything else?" To which there's almost never a response.
No,
I got nothing. No, we'll just talk about your stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
But you did bring a couple things.
I did.
We talked about the text, and you have a couple other items.
Well, let's just go with the NASCAR. My NASCAR minute for today. We'll skip the. There you go. So I, as you know, I am falling out of wanderlust with NASCAR. And
Falling or have already fallen?
Well, I still check it out every now and then. And like I was playing my NASCAR video game the other day. So
Okay.
I'm still, I like racing. I like motorsports. And there's still some drivers that, I like to follow, but I'm just not like I was watched qualifying, watched the race, all that. Now, if it happens to be on, cool. But if not, I got no time for it. And so one of the things that's really bumming me out is that the sport is getting so expensive to be a part of that. I mean, Martin Truex Jr. is part of Furniture Row Racing. They won the championship last week. No, they won the championship last year.
I was going to say,
yeah,
how'd they win the championship
They
last
already
week?
won it. And
It's just one race. It's not called the championship.
No, just you win a race, you're a champion. And they're going to shutter their doors at the end of the 2018 season. No more Furniture Row Racing. Truex is going to Gibbs. That's it.
Because they
can't afford to do it. Yeah, he's putting
Wow.
too much of his own personal money. And it's the thing that's driving me nuts about it too is that they're no longer
driving you nuts.
Yeah, you like that?
Mm-hmm.
They're no longer really stock cars. I mean, not that they ever, well, they were truly stock cars for a while, but they're so, if I'm going to watch a race where it's such a finely tuned machine, I'd rather watch IndyCar or F1 where you
want like real cars.
Yeah, if you're going to make it like, oh, these are super highly tuned machines with all this freaking high-tech equipment in it, but they're just going to drive in circles and it's way too expensive to push or rub or do anything like that anymore, then you're like, then what are you doing? You're just driving around.
Yeah, see, I think they should have to go to like an old lot, like an old used car lot, and everybody just gets to pick. And each week, the draft order is different. So if you get first pick, you're like, sweet, I found this like 83 Camaro,
86 Capri.
but then like somebody down the list like 20
gets my parents'
like,
85
fuck.
Corolla. Yeah,
exactly. It's like they got a Chevy station wagon.
Yeah, because I mean, if I'm going to watch racing of cars that can't touch, whether it's that they're too expensive or the aerodynamics matter so much, I'd rather watch cars that aren't even made to touch, like F1 or IndyCar. So. But my thought for NASCAR is that they should scrap like the V8 motor and do all that and all go to smaller displacement, smaller motor vehicles. Like they are like Honda frickin' Civics that race, not like the sports car series, but kind of do it in a NASCAR. But again, the sports car series is even more fun. The Australian sports car series is amazing.
It would make it way more interesting if it was regular cars. I'll tell you right now.
I would watching BMWs race BMWs on the track with Porsches and Hondas and all that, all going different speeds, all in different classes, all racing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Le Mans. I love it.
I agree.
Fucking NASCAR's pissing me off.
But I still probably wouldn't watch it. But still, it would be more interesting.
It would be more interesting. Yeah.
Thank you for the NASCAR minute. That was our first one in a long time.
NASCAR.
I know some people miss it. They have the NASCAR minute. Fuck, I forgot we even called it that, didn't we? Shit. We have a lot of, maybe not a lot, but we have some female listeners out there.
We do.
And, they are not blessed with the same equipment we have when it comes to having to go pee. Because for a guy, it's easy.
Yeah.
You're
the world
out there,
is our toilet.
The world is our toilet. It's easy. You can go anywhere. You can aim it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know women are good at copping a squat and doing those things, but it's a little bit trickier for them, right?
Yeah, it's a little more uncomfortable because a lot of times they have to take off quite a bit of clothes or at least reveal quite a bit of themselves to be able to squat somewhere.
Right.
And even the girls that can stand up and do it, you still have to remove quite a bit of clothing, and then you have to be careful for the final drips. The final countdown. So it's certainly not as easy. When you're out, let's say, hiking or biking or on a boat, maybe, on the lake.
On a boat.
Yeah. You don't want to get totally undressed. And it's, I feel for the ladies.
Right. If you're on a boat, you got to jump in the water.
Yeah.
Just let it pee.
Well, it depends. There are some videos that suggest otherwise, my friend.
Well, so maybe this was based on our coverage of the Yuri Trottoir, the Paris urinals that we talked about a couple weeks ago. Got a response on Twitter from a company called Tinkle Belle.
Yeah.
So they liked our post and made a comment about their product. And so I wanted to share that with our listeners. This is from their website, and then we can talk about the video.
Yes.
Do you know what's fun about squatting to pee and baring your rear to bugs, sticks, strangers, and the elements? Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Have you ever sat down on the toilet in a public restroom to realize that the seats that the seat is moist from the previous user?
No,
Ew.
because I clean. There's a whole ritual I have if I need to sit down.
Well, I think you should.
Yeah. No.
You need to do a wipe down, then you need to lay shit down.
Oh, I wipe everything. If I'm in a store, I'll go get some freaking disinfectant and paper towels. I'm like, this is on you. I'll go in there and clean it up. Yeah.
So I used some of your products. I'm not
Right.
paying for them.
No.
I needed to clean your
Oh, I'm
toilet.
leaving them here. I'm not taking them.
You like take like the Comet and the scrub
Yeah.
brush, and you're in.
A whole grocery cart full of. I'll be back.
Good news, your bathroom's clean.
Yep.
Bad news, give it 10 minutes or so. It's
Mhm.
pretty stinks pretty
Bad
bad.
news. It cost you $55.
Right. Now you can go on long road trips and not be afraid to drink your coffee because you can stop anywhere. Save the squats for the gym. The Tinkle Belle has you covered. Stand to pee discreetly and easily. #get out and go.
Yeah,
Now you watch this video.
I did. I
This
watched it,
product
and
is amazing.
Annalise watched it.
Good. This product is crazy.
I'm gonna dive right in real quick on you, and then we're gonna
Okay.
discuss it. Already emailed the company. Gonna order one. Gonna do a video on it. Annalise wants to try it.
Yeah?
Yep. Yep.
How are you going to do the video? You're just going to talk about the product. Annalise isn't going to actually pee on camera, right?
No. But what is gonna happen is in my head, I see we're gonna obviously unbox it and
Yeah.
show it, and then Annalise will go try it, probably in the shower. I know that
Mhm.
sounds kind of funky, but
I think on their site, there's in their little FAQ, it says for the first time, try it in the shower if you're
Okay.
worried about it.
So we'll record Annalise going into the shower, and then I'll record from outside the door as she's using it to like a play-by-play, and then we'll talk about the experience afterwards.
So it's going to be like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's working great.
Right. It was funny because in my head I thought of having like a big 5-gallon bucket with like 2 inches of water in it, and then getting like a big pitcher, and as she's in there, just pour, just so it sounds like a freaking
Whoa,
elephant.
you had to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, the video is hilarious.
Video
because
is freaking amazing.
it shows like this gal out hiking with her
Mhm.
boyfriend or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he stops to pee, like guys do in the wilderness, and she just same thing goes
Right
up
next
right
to
next to him,
Yep.
and just lets it go, and there's this big stream going.
Whips out her Tinkle Belle.
Yeah. So was your first thought, how in the shit does this work?
No, because I've thought about this a lot.
That doesn't surprise me.
So in looking at it and the fact that it's pliable, I'm like, it's got to be some kind of like neoprene silicone mix, and it probably I mean, all it's got to do, if you're standing up and the way that most girls are facing, it just has to not allow the stream to go straight down. So as long as it shoots out in front of you, you're good.
Right. I thought about that, but the other thing I thought about also was just kind of the no wipe situation.
Did you read it?
But I will get into that.
Okay. All right.
Here are the features.
All right.
So it says use it fully clothed. No need to bare all your assets. The Tinkle Belle is specifically designed with a hard shell portion so that you can use it with all your clothes on without it collapsing. Just insert it into a fly or move clothing down in front and you are good to go.
Yep.
No need for toilet paper. Here you go.
Yep.
We know when you're out and about that you may not have extra tissues or wipes with you. No problem. The Tinkle Belle is designed with a soft wiping squeegee lip.
I think they're playing with that a little bit.
That might be the name of the episode, squeegee lip.
There you go.
So that you can remove any remaining drops. No wet clothing for the Tinkle Belle. So there's like you finish and you shake it out or whatever, and then just do like kind of a whoop, like you kind of on the exit, you just kind of do a wipe to the front. And you're good to go, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm also, a lot of this you're probably doing outdoors stuff. So if you're hiking, mountain biking, or even on the lake, you're probably okay with. I mean, the clam's going to be a little musty anyway from all the sweat and everything. So I'm thinking you're probably okay with a couple drips when you really have to pee and you're out hiking or camping.
It's like you and I talked about a while ago. We've got that old man extra drip at the end of our peas these days anyway.
Some days I'm like, did I just not even stop?
Compact and foldable. The Tinkle Belle is long when unfolded and being used.
9 inches, because size does matter.
9 inches, exactly. But compact when you are out and about. So, yeah, we know size matters. This long spout allows you to pee further away from your body No more peeing on your feet and clothes because, that's no good.
No.
It says you can now have a longest peeing distance contest.
There you go.
But yeah, then you fold it up and it folds up to 5 inches when you fold it
And
up.
it's got
they
a
have
cool little
they have a
pack.
little bag.
That's right.
Nobody, it also says is nobody likes germs or bad odors. We've made the Tinkle Belle antimicrobial so that it's bacteria resistant and will keep your accessory odor free. It's also hydrophobic so that it repels liquid.
That's a good thing. You wouldn't want to be a sponge.
So just shake it out and it's freaking dry.
That's it.
Give a little.
So one of my favorite parts of the video were the selfie with it because.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's like showing herself.
And the lady peeing off the back of the boat into the lake. Because like you, I was thinking, well, I mean, obviously, like let's say you're in Tahoe, the water can be a little cold, so maybe you're not into it. But I'm thinking that's like the safest part to squat is just off the back of the boat because there's no one around. And if there is somebody around, they're going to notice you standing up and peeing off the back of your boat.
But it gives you the power to not have to squat. You can just let it rip.
Yeah, but squatting is always more comfortable. I like to sit to pee. I like sitting to pee.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah,
you're a pee sitter.
I'm a sit peer
because of the dribble.
Sit peer. Well, that and it's comfortable. I'm just chilling, man.
Yeah, you're just chilling. It's harder. It's harder to read your phone when you're standing in.
Oh my god!
And you might drop it in the toilet.
Oh god! I've seen people do that at bars before, right in the urinal.
By the way, there's 2 products that are the same design. One is teal and gray, and the other is black and gray, and they cost $27.50.
That's right. And
then my question to you is going to be exactly what you've already said. My question was 2 questions. One was, will Annalise try this?
Yes.
And is this going to be a vlog episode? And boom.
Yeah.
I already got that covered.
There you go. Yeah, we already sent an email to them.
Go check out Tinkle Belle. Have they responded to you already?
No,
they were
not
very
yet.
responsive to me. Okay.
Not yet. I just sent it. I'm going to order it probably when we're done recording. And what I'm hoping, because they also say if you order one and you review it, they'll send you a free one.
Awesome.
So my plan is to order one, review it, and then we'll do a giveaway, probably for the used one, and see with the other one.
Well, no bacteria sticking to that.
No.
So, I mean, you can get them used. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I might get a return. I don't know. How will I know?
That's true.
I'll have to inspect it.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, speaking of reaching out to people, I just wanted to make a note that I had mentioned on the last show that we like to do that segment, that 6-word segment, and I had reached out to Anna Goldfarb. She did get back to me.
She did.
Very nice.
It was
lady.
very exciting. I was so excited when you told me that.
Yeah, she had a very nice response. She listened to the episode and thought it was funny and loved it. And she said that I said that I would tag her in any future 6-word segments we do, and she said she will look for that and listen for that. And she said that the plan is to continue to do them. So she will continue to put those out. We'll see more of them in the future. You saw some of those out there, and I'll just continue to push it out to our listeners and our Twitter followers so that they can see that and submit their own responses. But I am still collecting responses that I got.
Very nice.
So we'll do that in the future.
Thank
you, Anna.
Thank you, Tinkle Belle.
Thank you, Tinkle Belle.
I also told Tinkle Belle that we will send them because I said that you brought it to my attention and mentioned our podcast. And said that I would send them the link once this was released.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe I'll just tag them also whenever I
freaking tag them.
Post
right upside the head.
Fucking tag them right there. Yeah,
that's
bam.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
Tinkle Belle. Tinkle rung your bell.
One other thing I wanted to mention, and it's just kind of a random thing I stumbled upon. So on September 13th, which is Thursday, at Harvard University, they're holding the 2018 Ig Nobel Prize awards.
Oh.
So I don't know how I found
this. Is that the independent giggities?
So no, so this is achievements, the way they dub it is achievements that make people laugh, then think. Prizes are intended to celebrate the unusual, honor the imaginative, and spur people's interest in science, medicine, and technology. So I just wanted to list the last year's winners.
Sure.
I actually had this plan, like I was going to look at the little synopsis and share what it actually means. But I'm like, no, fuck that. I just like the title of these things.
All right.
So I wanted to share some of these with you. And next week, we'll have the winners for this year. But this is last year's winner. So for instance, they're all They're all broken into different categories, much like Nobel Prizes.
Sounds
so like
good.
physics.
Okay.
So the Ig Nobel Prize for physics went to Marc-Antoine Fardin.
Okay.
For using fluid dynamics to probe the question, can a cat be both a solid and a liquid?
Can a cat That's awesome.
And again, if I looked into it, these things would make sense, but I don't want to. I just want to read them. So your answer to that question would be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Ig Nobel Prize for Peace. But there's too many people to mention. It's a lot of people.
The crew. We'll just call them the crew.
The crew, for demonstrating that regular playing of a didgeridoo is an effective treatment for obstructive sleep apnea and snoring.
What? That's
So forget those machines that you have to plug
the
in and
CPAP,
wear at night and
yeah.
all that shit. Just play a didgeridoo.
I should get one for my dad. He'll go to bed and he's like, where the hell's my machine? I'm like, no, did you see the didgeridoo in the corner?
Just always on it.
Yeah.
Prize for economics goes to Matthew Rockloff and Nancy Greer for their experiments to see how contact with a live crocodile affects a person's willingness to gamble. What?
That would make sense, because if you're there and the thing snaps at you and you get away and they're like, hey, you want to go play some poker? And you're like, no, I think I just want to go somewhere quiet and sit for a moment. Thank you.
I was gonna say, is it that, or you just feel like I just got away from getting killed by a crocodile? Fucking anything goes now.
Yeah, it's like
I'm feeling lucky.
My theory with motorcycle riding. I'm like, I got away with not getting killed, so I think those days are over.
Yeah, for them it's the opposite. It's let's fucking roll some dice.
Let's go for it.
Next is the Anatomy Prize.
Oh, wow.
James Heathcote for his medical research study, Why Do Old Men Have Big Ears? Well, we know the answer to this question,
your
don't we?
nose and your ears keep growing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little lame.
Yeah.
I don't know why James
won a prize for that.
Yeah, exactly. Nice job, James.
Yeah, freaking
Jim.
Yeah. Halpert.
Halpert. Biology Prize, again, too many people to mention, for their discovery of a female penis and a male vagina in a cave insect.
Oh.
They found a female penis and a male vagina. Now, how does that work? Because it's an insect.
How does a penis work?
Yeah, how does a penis work?
So I want to know
You
how
tell me.
many freaking insects they accosted and perhaps maybe, sexually abused till they finally found one that had the plumbing they wanted.
Seems like a needle in a haystack operation, and at some point the guy's like, got it!
Yeah. I found the dick. What?
It's like trying to find that one Lego piece. You're like, we don't have it. It's not here. It's not here. And then 20 minutes later, found it.
Yeah.
Fluid Dynamics Prize to Jiwon Han for studying the dynamics of liquid sloshing to learn what happens when a person walks backward while carrying a cup of coffee.
Oh my gosh. Well,
it's just funny because it's like, who?
Yeah.
What? Where did this come from?
Yeah.
How'd you?
And it probably ends up solving some great theories and mysteries. It'll go into fuel development for rockets. Right. When the rocket re-enters, our atmosphere and falls to the ocean, since it's traveling backwards and there's still liquid nitrogen, something like that. But when it just
do you think they just saw a guy walking with his coffee and he had to do the turn to open the door with his back and then saw him walking backward? Was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
That
sure it's
just
something
changed
like that.
everything.
They're like, oh, game on.
That would be fun to look at life like that, to look at the world like that, where you just see somebody doing something random and you're like, wait a minute, if that's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
The nutrition prize to, that's a bunch of people. Anytime it's more than one person, basically, I'm not going to say it. For the first scientific report of human blood in the diet of the hairy-legged vampire bat.
Oh.
Shit. So it's real.
They
get after it.
Yeah. Freaking bite you right on the scalp.
I
like how it's the hairy-legged vampire. It just can't be a vampire bat.
No.
Who cares?
It's got to have.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, shave your fucking legs.
Yeah. Or don't, but why have that be the name? Who cares?
Why judge based on the hairy legs? Medicine, the prize for medicine, for using advanced brain scanning technology to measure the extent to which some people are disgusted by cheese.
Oh, that's interesting.
People are disgusted by cheese?
Some people, I'm not disgusted by cheese.
No. I will say I'm not a big fan of the soft cheese.
You like a nice hard cheese.
Yeah, I like cheddar cheese and fucking shit like that, not like brie.
Oh God. How about a nice soft mozzarella?
Well, yeah, mozzarella's good.
Okay.
But I still consider
so you don't like a stinkier cheese, or
I don't like the stinky cheese. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the stinky cheese.
All right. I'm a fan of the stink.
Oh, I bet you are. Couple more. The Cognition Prize.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and these guys are from Italy, so I should totally read their names. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
For demonstrating that many identical twins cannot tell themselves apart visually. That's
a
freaky.
trip.
That would freak me out.
Yeah,
Like, you're like, I don't know. Is this a picture of
like,
you?
This
I
is
don't know.
me. They're like, no, that's not you. That's your brother.
That's not you. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's
Pretty
me.
sure it's me.
That's weird. That would freak me out.
But if
No
you're
thanks.
identical, wouldn't it be you? Oh, existential questions here.
Shit.
Yep.
Final one, the obstetrics.
Oh,
prize,
yeah.
Which seems like they just made that up for this year.
Probably.
Like, well, we got this entry. Let's make a category.
And it's fun. Let's do it.
This is for showing that a developing human fetus responds more strongly to music that is played electromechanically inside the mother's vagina than to music that is played electromechanically on the mother's belly.
Well, I would imagine if you're chilling in there and all of a sudden something's coming in the door at you, you're like, Jesus. Fucking what's going on?
Well, it just says responds more strongly. It doesn't say how they respond.
That's what I'm saying. They're pissed.
Does that
off.
mean like the head's
they're
fucking
freaked
nodding?
out. They're like, I'm used to seeing Dad's pee-pee come in here, but what is that thing? I don't know what that is. Get it out of my house.
Well, it also makes me think, so how exactly are you putting that music in there?
Dum, dum, dum. Yeah.
I mean, what is it like there's a speaker attached to the end of a dildo or something? What's going on?
I would think. I would only hope, actually.
So it's kind of like when they hear
it's a waterproof Bluetooth speaker. They just kind of shove up there. Somebody with an iPhone's like, time for some Nickelback.
Oh no. I was gonna say it's got to be like that sound when you're outside the club and the door's closed.
Yeah,
that's the mother's belly one.
Right.
And then then all of a sudden that door opens
and you're like, what?
And the dildo's in your face
chilling
with a speaker on it.
in my sack, man.
Yeah, come on,
Get
man.
that
It's
thing
not time
out
to
of
come
here.
out yet.
No.
It's warm in here. I'm chilling out. I don't know what the fuck she's eating.
Yeah.
So that's it. Those are all the prizes.
I like it.
So I will share. I mean, it goes back years, like I don't know, at least 10 years or so. But we will share the ones from 2018 after they are announced this week. We'll share it next week on the show.
I like it.
You got anything else? I got nothing else.
You are so not into this today. You're just like any opportunity there was to like talk about something and go on. I'd like, yeah, this, and you're like, yeah, okay, great. Anyway,
sorry,
so
did I shut you down?
No, not shut me down, but you can just tell you're like, yeah, I'm done.
Dragging ass over here.
We can.
I apologize if I didn't go with you on some topics.
No.
It wasn't. Now I feel guilty.
It wasn't on purpose. I could
Let's
tell.
go back. Which one?
It wasn't on purpose. I could just tell your. You know, this is not the most fun thing to do right now.
I would love it if it was like, you're like, no, yeah, remember when I point blank asked you this question, you just act like I didn't even say anything and moved on? Yeah, that one. Let's go back to that.
We can talk about opening night on the NFL. We can talk about opening weekend. We can talk about NFL. That's all I got.
You just broke that up.
Yeah. Or we could just end it and say,
It's
short episode because you feel like crap.
I think it's going to be a short one this week. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I don't think I can go the whole distance.
Oh, that was too funny. I like how that's all I got. Okay.
You can hear it in my voice.
Yeah, you can.
It's clear that I got the morning after voice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of woke up this morning with that feeling of like, God, is it still in my system a little bit?
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Well, what did you have to drink? Well, what's funny is I wanted to talk more about like what you had to drink and this and that, but you wanted no part of that either.
I can tell you what we had to drink.
Well, I'm curious just for me, like
just for you. This is just for you, okay, everybody. Everybody, the show's over. I'm just gonna
just for me. Just for me.
So we had some wine.
Mm-hmm.
No, so we went. The first place we went to, they only serve a few bottles. Like they'll have a red, a white, and a bubbly, and that's it.
Okay.
Just kind of the way they do it. But the guy walks over right when we sit down. He goes, "I'm so sorry, but we don't have any of the red anymore. Like we normally nobody's here." He's like, and we've already gone through like 15 bottles of this stuff in the last day, and so we don't have any more.
Wow.
Because they're that small of a deal.
Right.
And it's just this total chill, like kind of hole in the wall type place.
Right. How the hell do they make money if they don't have wine to sell?
I don't think he really cares.
Oh, it's just his little place.
Well, they have a studio. They bought this building on this, almost takes up like a whole block.
Okay.
In like kind of in Northwest, almost into the industrial area. They bought it a while back, like 10, 15 years ago, probably 15 years ago. And it's where it's like their studio. It's where they record.
Oh, okay.
And then so just a piece of that building is like their used to be like an office or something, and he just converted it into a little wine bar.
Gotcha.
And he's got a bunch of old nostalgic Portland stuff in there. So like, concert posters going back forever. Those little signs, the little 10, or
Right.
8 by 11. And then he's got some signage and stuff around. And then he just like got into wine and loves like Bordeaux's and shit. And so he started, bringing that in. But I don't think he brings it in at any sort of high volume at all.
Okay.
So we drank some sort of rosé, which is pretty good. I tend to like a little bit more of the red, darker.
A little heavier wine.
A little bit. And so, but I'm not a big wine connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
So then when we went to dinner, had an old fashioned, went back to the wine, was drinking some sort of cab. Then when we went to the bar, I think I switched to beer then.
Okay.
So finished with beer.
And then just pounded a bunch of beers.
Just pounded a bunch of beers.
How many do you think you had?
I'm not sure. Chris?
Yeah.
How many do we have?
Oh, nice.
Chris and I had a lot of beers.
How was Chris this morning?
I don't know. I did message them and said sluggish. And Kristen responded and said, word of the day.
Nice. And when are they heading back?
Now. I think they're probably in the car. They got a massive drive. It's like 8 hours.
Hungover in the car.
Yeah, I mean, they might be doing okay. Maybe
Yeah.
they're feeling better than I am.
Maybe. But even if if you're just not almost 100%, long drives blow.
They do. It's interesting because most of my long drives like that are like if I went up to Seattle for a guys' weekend or something. So I'm on autopilot just with my own thoughts.
Right.
Or lack thereof.
Right.
And then, but with them, I'm sure they're having conversations and they're both just probably like fucking,
Yeah.
But it was a great time once again. Go
Good.
check out the Myers. Annalise, that's spelled Maiers.
John Mayer.
Exactly.
Hi, pretty girl.
Oh, hi. Oh. Thank you for listening to our show.
You're
We're gonna
welcome.
wrap it up.
Oh, this is for them now. So this
Yeah.
was just for
I
me.
mean, I really appreciate you listening this week since, kind of mailed it in. No offense. But you can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. Please go subscribe and listen to us and tell people about it and all that kind of thing. And then tweet at us at reasonsare and at angelsfreak7. You can email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. And that is all we have. Bye, Neil. I'll be back to normal next week. Sorry.
All right. I hope you feel better. Bye, Matt.
Thank you. Later.
This one